Hello Diane, Charee and Amy and the design team. It's Claire here from the UK. First of all, I'd like to thank you for giving me the opportunity for such a fantastic year, the one that's just gone by on the design team. It's been truly creative year and really inspirational for me. I've held workshops, I've had the most amazing profile. Lots and lots of people have followed me. I've been at shows, I've been on the television. It's been amazing. All to promote Graphic 45 papers that I continue to love and thoroughly enjoy working with. And secondly, for giving me the opportunity to be in the final and to be talking to you now, so thank you very much for that. I've chosen to share 3 projects with you that I've made and that best describe me as an artist. And the first one is the clock that you're looking at. It's a French clock inspired by the rooftops as you sail down the River Seine. If you've done that, you'll know. I love the French buildings. So the inspiration comes from that, and of course the French country papers. Absolutely love that collection, really my colours. I like that colourway. And there is a little bit of inspiration in there from a very old clock that used to sit on our mantelpiece, although my sister says she can't see it anywhere. But this project was made just in case I got through, and I want to share it with you now. So it combines a number of skills, a number of techniques. The centrepiece is, I'm sure you've recognised it, an 8x8 matchbook box and a very well hidden film canister in the centre, which I'll show you in a minute. And the top and bottom of the project is made from chipboard pieces. And the techniques and the skills behind this are, as Graphic 45 is a paper crafting company and not a scrapbook company, to make a piece of home decor that people would want to make and have in their homes on the mantelpiece. Even though the clock doesn't go round, you could fit a fully working mechanism into that centrepiece. And to combine collections, I love doing that, and I think you're one of 2 companies that keep the colourways going through collections so that they can be combined and pulled together. And I think in the whole project I've used 6 different collections, just putting the creams, blacks, greens, yellows, there are some reds when we get to the middle, together, and showing other people how easy it is to use up bits of leftover collections and make a new project that looks totally different. So let me just take it apart and show you how it comes apart, and then I'll show you the middle. The top piece comes off and it's made of chipboard, covered in French country papers and ABC, you can't see, ABC primer papers. It's just a solid piece, has no functionality other than sitting on top of the matchbook box. That comes off, and we'll go through that one in a minute. And the bottom again is just a piece of papers and chipboard, and it just makes the stand. And again I've combined ABC primer papers there with the metal plate. So now we'll move back to the centrepiece, and I'll take you through what I did with that. So here's the centrepiece. As you can see, it's a matchbook 8x8 box, and I've altered it just with black and gold paint to give it an antique look all the way around, and then cut out some of the fabulous sunflowers and layered them up with some metal staples, a butterfly and peg, and the little tab at the bottom, I can't think what it's called, I should know, all sitting on part of a book plate. at the bottom, and then just covered in the green papers. Green's my favourite colour, and this was the paper that just shouted out, use me, use me, so I had to use it on this box with the sunflowers. So a simple cover, and then inside, let's just open it up. Here it comes. I've used one of the film canisters to make the clock piece. It's the first time I've ever used a film canister. It's not coming apart. And really enjoyed painting it with alcohol inks and finding a clock face that would actually fit on and fit into that recess on the front. And then I've used paper from the collection just to make the timepiece hands on the front. So no mechanism, it doesn't work. And then the box just inside is covered with just plain French country paper. So I really wanted to combine a piece of altered art with the use of staples and the paper collections. And then that opens up. It does open up. They get a bit tight, these film canisters. And this little album inside you've seen, and this is what it was made to go in. It's the little 8x8 album made from the craft card album that comes inside the film canister box. And here it is. I know we've shown it on the blog. Let's just undo it. And I've used 5 or 6 different collections in here, putting all the greens, creams, as I said, blacks, reds together to make this lovely little album. I've added some glitter, lots of pockets, and a really cute little memory book. Let's just turn it over. We've got reds on the back. It's a bit of Old Curiosity Shop ABC primer. Let's look at them. You'll know them. You've designed them. A bit of Botanica Bella in here somewhere, I'm sure. There's a bumblebee. There is Happy Hauntings, the green papers, all pulled together, and I really enjoyed making that. So that's a piece of altered art using staples and papers and chipboard and being really creative, thinking outside of the box, but sticking to product. So let's move that out of the way. My second project I wanted to share with you is a really simple French country 8x5 box, but this was designed, as were a few others that I've done, purely to teach at workshops. And this one I've just completed with the Moxley Massive Scrap Club, and we made this album. So I think what I'm saying is one of my skills is being able to design a project that I can then take and teach other people to make. And the lovely thing about doing that is introducing others to the Graphic 45 papers, many of whom who have never touched them before, for all the reasons that we hear. They're too detailed, they're too busy, they don't know where to cut into them, or they're too beautiful to cut into, and of course people just want to stroke them. So I love teaching workshops, teaching face to face, getting people to look at the papers in a slightly different way. We had fun with this one on Saturday. People thought that these were flowers in here, and were really surprised when I said they were cockerel's heads. So I really enjoy getting people to look beyond what's seen initially and look at the detail in the papers and then start to be creative. So this is what we made. So this is a workshop project, and let's turn it over. It's one of my zigzag albums. A really nice project to teach, to get people to use and put together the collections in different ways. But also it gives them the flexibility to be as creative as they want to be with the tags and what they put in the pockets, how they put the embellishments on the pages, and start to combine the stickers, the chipboard pieces, all together to make something that they probably wouldn't have made just looking at the paper pad. So that's project number 2, workshop designed projects to teach face to face. And project number 3 I wanted to share with you was albums. I absolutely love making albums and memory books. It's where I started with the Curtain Call collection and my love of graphic 45 papers, and I'm still making them, still enjoy making them, still teach them. And this one, which I know has featured really recently on the blog, brought the new patterns and solids together and all of the new card pieces, the flowers, the banners, the pockets, the tags, in a really lovely way, and it really shows the collections off beautifully, I think. So that is project number 3, making memory books and albums and using the collection to bring out the best in it. The Bambinos, a long time ago. And just putting the colourways together. There's so many combinations that you can come up with from just one pad of paper. It's really good fun working with it. So albums, I love making them, love teaching them, and love sharing inspiration and creativity with others to get them engaged in graphic 45, sharing the love, and hopefully converting them to using and making pieces for themselves. So that is my entry. I hope you've enjoyed the walkthrough of the 3 projects, and I've got my fingers crossed.